Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio for the week of November 24th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And for sharing with others. Thank you for doing that. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and also hitting that hype button as well. And of course the lovely comments. I do like reading them and I appreciate them. It gives me a little bit of insight as well. So thank you for doing that for me. Okay. And the 8 of Wands. So it looks like for some of you, you're going to be taking a trip here. As well as having to make a quick decision probably about taking this trip. It may be an offer that comes in to you and it's requiring you, whether you're going to or not, move forward on it. And the 7 of Swords. So definitely moving away from something. Leaving people, places, and things behind. Understanding you don't quite fit. Perhaps, you haven't for a long time, but there's been some betrayals going on behind your back, which you've now become aware of. And people have been getting away with things that probably shouldn't have been for a long time. Anyhow, you're keeping more to yourself and moving in a new direction. This could be moving away from people as well. 4 of Pentacles, watching your finances. Having a different look at where your expenses are. Maybe you've had a little bit of overspending and you're trying to save for something here for many of you. You want to know that there's more security. You're in control of all of this coming to light and you want to make sure that it is going to be enough for you. You're not asking others, you're keeping this to yourself. You're realizing that it's going to require for some of you your finances to be in a little more stable condition. So you're taking care of that this week, watching your finances, your expenses, staying away from people that are not on your side. Oh, definitely. Knight of Swords. So there's a new beginning that you want to get started on. You're all ready to make these new moves, implement your new way of doing things. And it's a different way for you and what people expect of you. You're thinking really fast on your feet. You're driven to succeed and you're defending your choices in some cases. Because a lot of people don't quite understand, this sort of came out of left field to them, but not to yourself. You've been wanting to make this change in your life for a while. You just haven't really got moving on it. Well, this is the week that you've decided that, time is very limited and valuable and you want to just begin. So anything that seems to be slowing it down or making you hesitate a little bit, you're getting rid of that. Like cutting it out so that you can step into this new way of doing things. And the 3 of Cups. So it looks like there's some invitations coming in for some of you. Some things to celebrate. You've got some good people on your side here. Now, they've decided to help you, encourage you, that sort of thing, which is always lovely to have. But these are some good, strong friendships. Some commitments, some happiness, a new way of doing things in many areas of your life. And it's going to cause you to not only celebrate this change within yourself, but others want to. Others of you, this could be a celebration coming in as in, hooray, you got the job, or happy birthday, anniversary, an invitation to celebrate something that is going to be of relevance to yourself as well. And the karma. Yeah, this is good karma coming in. Full circle. You know, you've given a lot over the past, and now this is the universe giving back to you and shining a light, saying, you know, keep going. You're heading in the right direction. They're going to assist you here in your new endeavors going forward. But once you go to this celebration here, it's going to help you to see your future a little more clearer, which way you want to go, the next steps you're willing to take. And the Seven of Pentacles, yes. Investing in yourself, not looking for others to build you up. You're very confident this week in your steps going forward. You're realizing what it takes, what you want to bring with you. So this is your long-term view of your next steps in your future. And you've put in time, energy, and definitely hard work here in order to get as far as you have. So you don't want to lose grounding here. You have a trajectory of something that you are going to achieve in the future very soon, because you've already planted the seeds. You've taken the steps necessary to get it off the ground. It is definitely going and accumulating. This is your finances as well. So it's good news. You know, it's going the way that you had anticipated it, just not at the speed that you desired. Now, this can be in your family life, your home, your job, your friendships, all of the above. Things are just holding more steady for you. And the Two of Pentacles, and there it is, balancing. Definitely finding balance in your life a little bit more. Understanding that time is management, and you're doing okay with that. You're managing to keep the different areas of your life all in order, and that's a trick all unto its own, but you are managing to do it a lot easier than most people would anticipate. But for you, it's natural. You're not looking for a pat on the back. You want your life to go much smoother. You're understanding where it is that you're putting too much time, energy, and effort into. So you want things in your life, you know, your home life, your work life, all that sort of thing to be just running much smoother. And you're realizing where it is and how to do it now for many of you. Your time management is running very well. So you're doing okay in that realm as well. So that's very good to see for you. And the Justice. Well, looks like there's a contract coming in that is going to need you to take a look at. You know, give it your yes or no. And before you sign anything. This is the truth coming out for all it's worth. And this is equal balance. So this could be a court case that has been going on for a long time, and they finally decided that, you know, let's clear this. So they're coming up with an offer for you. Or this could have been something that has been hanging around for a long time and just didn't get settled, and now it is. But, you know, this is the scales of justice here. So you will persevere and come out on a more level keel. So if it's money that's owed to you or you've owed to somebody else, you're taking care of that business. You're not letting that hang around anymore. You're tired of that lingering. You want it to just be settled so you can continue on. If this is a contract that you're signing for anything, whether it's a job, you know, renting an apartment, agreeing to some terms, you're making sure that it is as good for you as it is for the other party. So you're very much aware from your past what your expectations are for this. So you're not just settling, you're making sure that it is going to be all that it has said it's going to be. And the Four of Cups, yeah. So you're stepping back a little bit. And that's probably a good thing to do by the looks of this. You're needing that little bit of disconnect. Time for you to figure things out a little more in detail in many cases, but you're okay. You're just trying to figure out what it is for your next step is. You want a clearer picture. You want more clarification in some cases for where you're going, how this is panning out, you know, all those good qualities, but you're making sure that it is for you, not for them. So you're definitely finding balance this week in your discussions, in your endeavors going forward. So you're okay. You're in a good state of mind, believe it or not. And sometimes removing yourself from situations helps you to get a clearer picture. So, you just disconnected very briefly so that you can understand what your next step is. So you're doing all right here. Yeah, the world. Definitely something's changed recently for you. You've managed to close some doors and move away from things and stepping into a more fulfilled relationships in all areas, whether it's work, home, family, relationships. There's travel here. But you're being more active on your own behalf of what it is that you're accomplishing, where you're going, how things are panning out in your life. And things are about to change quite quickly for you here by the looks of this. For the better. Like, it's not bad moves, but it's requiring you to take this little bit of luck that has showed up at your door and ask yourself the question, what do you want next? So it's a ending to start a fresh new beginning of growth in your future. And the 10 of Wands, yeah, look at that. Moving on to calmer, better shores. Laying down the burdens, the extra stress, the overexpansions in your life. Coming more together for your own life. Not spreading yourself so thin, trying to take care of everybody else. You're realizing that you are now needing to take more care of yourself going forward. And the 6 of Pentacles, yeah, learning to accept help from others. This is you getting payback. And it's hard for you to accept sometimes that, there's others that want to give to you as well for you because of you helping others. You share your wealth, your generosity, and this is the universe saying it's okay for you to receive. So you're more opening up to receiving things now than you have probably been either ever or in the very rare future. You have finally understood that, you don't always have to give all the time in order to have everything in your life in balance. This is the universe going, ask for that help. You'll be surprised at who will step forward for you. So there's something changing here. Once you get those papers all done up and signed and sealed, it is going to allow you to change for the better for yourself. You'll be charging ahead on something that you're driven to succeed at. And it's going to be yours and yours alone. Yeah. Ooh, and that one jumped. All right. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.